Got a lot of housework done today. I have so much stuff I be buying. Ooh. And I got to keep refiguring out how to um, put it up. And so my next job, since business starts slowing down, is to archive, but to actually make sure that I photograph and sell to rent like all of this stuff. You can't just buy, and keep buying. You know what I'm saying? You got to put the shit in a catalog or on a website and get it out there so it can make money. But it's so easy when you see good deals, you be like, oh my God, let me get this. So I'm watering the garden, and so that's enough time for me to do my little thoughts, whatever. I don't know. But I find it very curious online. What I find curious is whew, that the, social media has created like a false narrative, you know, about what's normal, um, what's average, what's acceptable. I see a lot of people online that are, I would say, disillusioned. First and foremost, everybody thinks they're supposed to be a celebrity. They think they're supposed to be beautiful, Hollywood ready. This affects people's mentality. It affects what they buy. It affects their consumer habits. This idea of obsession with beauty, it affects people's sense of self-esteem, their sense of self-respect, and not only their sense of self-respect, but their respect for other people. It's like everybody thinks that you have to be glamorous. You know, you're not valuable unless you're glamorous, unless you're beautiful, unless you're perfect. Where did we get this from? I'm seeing it a lot on social media. And it looks to me like people are buying into this idea of everybody has to be beautiful. Like this is the new standard, like this impossible fucking standard. Now, what's interesting is that most of these people, hey, Lily, what's interesting is that most of the people in social media who, I ain't gonna say most, but a lot of the people in social media who have these high expectations and these judgments on the general public about what beauty is, what's acceptable, what's attractive. The funny thing is, a lot of those people are behind avatars. They're either behind avatars or they are people who never show themselves. And they're also people who you will never see them. You feel me? They can't prove that they're beautiful. You know, um, what is the standard? What is the standard? And I'm seeing people, they have so much judgment. I wouldn't date so and so. I wouldn't mess with so and so. I mean, the judgments and the levels. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I have seen a few people and what they look like that say stuff like this. And baby, you know, some of the people, you'd be like, baby, in what world was you ever going to get this high standard that you set for women or for men as it relates to attractiveness? In what world were you going to get somebody like that? I'm just asking. So I'm just seeing this phenomenon of people being very unrealistic about what the beauty standards are. And oh no, this bastard, look, he dug up my fucking shit. This squirrel has been out here. Oh my God, y'all, look. All those holes, 4 or 5 holes. He's destroying my seedlings. This bastard, this fucking squirrel. He gets on my fucking nerves. Oh my God, I can't wait till this shit grows. I can't wait till the leaves get big so he can get the fuck on. Hey, Colton. Hey, Squiggly Lines. So that's the thing. When did this happen? Where do people get off? When did people start thinking that the standard, and and it's so easy online to say all these things. Oh, so and so, they're ugly. Or so and so is, you know, fat. Or so and so is something, something, something. Like, when did that become the measure of people's value? What happened to focusing on character and purpose? And I'm not saying that we have to ignore like the physical of people, but when did the physical perfection become the standard for people who are all pretty fucking average? That's all I'm asking. When did that become the standard? Why is that a new cultural norm, especially on social media? Everybody's acting like they're a 10 and an 11. Why? How many fucking so-called 10s? And when I say a 10, that means you a motherfucker that when you walking around on the planet, you turning heads. People are like, oh my God, this person is gorgeous. And again, if that person is physically gorgeous, what fucking difference does it make? If that person is not attractive to the average person, what fucking difference does it make? If that person isn't your level or your attractive level, then you just don't date that person. You just don't want to be with that person. But what value does just looks alone have? And that's become the litmus test. And I just wonder sometimes, there's this movie called Idiocracy. And is that just humanity getting stupider? That nothing else has value but the way someone appears, the clothes, the fashion, their hairstyle, their skin tone. This is the only measure of a person. This is the most important measure of a person. Are we just getting stupider? That's my question. Are we just getting stupider? Because it doesn't make sense to me. People have so many things that they contribute to the world. They can contribute to the world. People have many, many hats that they wear in life that matter. Some people are inventors. There are people who are innovators. There are people who create jobs. There are people who are compassionate and they give to their community. There are people who are saving lives every day. There are people who are sacrificing and fighting for the freedoms of others. You know what I mean? Like, their mere profession is sacrifice in and of itself. There are people who are talented and gifted. They make people laugh and people smile. There are people who are magical because of their personality, who they are. They inspire others because they have great thoughts. They teach leadership to others. They support the community, the world. They grow things. They create things. They're innovators. Their mothers, their fathers, their grandfathers, their sons, their daughters. They have all these fucking roles. All these things that they do in life. But none of that matters because you're not a 10. And again, let me say this. Let me be clear. A 10 is someone who would turn heads, okay? A 10 is someone who any modeling agency would see them and say, oh, yes, we want to give you a contract right now. We need you at a modeling agency. Our agency needs you. You are the next best thing. That's a 10. That's a person who is so-called industry ready, absolutely gorgeous, and damn near perfect, according to the industry. You get me? How many motherfuckers do y'all know running around here like that? How many? How many do y'all know like that? How many people are so fucking physically perfect? Perfect body, perfect hair, perfect this, perfect that. Just fucking gorgeous from head to toe. How many people are walking around here as a 10? I'm going to tell y'all what I see in the real world. I see a whole bunch of average motherfuckers in the real world. That's what I see. I see a whole bunch of average motherfuckers around here in the real world. That's what I see. I don't see no fucking exceptionalism. I don't. I see fat, dumpy people, short people, bald people, people who have skin disorders, people who got acne, people who got funny faces, people who may only have one fucking redeeming, attractive trait. But what difference does it make? Baby, what difference does it make? And if we get down to it, okay, so yeah, your body size and even your shape, your muscle tone, these can be factors that you can take credit for. But at the end of the day, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. At the end of the day, you are merely, let's keep it real, genetics. Your mama and your daddy contributed to how you look. That nose came from somewhere. You didn't go buy it. Them eyes came from somewhere, right? Everything about you came from somewhere genetically. You didn't do shit. You don't get no fucking credit. You are no more responsible for how attractive you are than how unattractive you are. You don't get no credit. You are what you are based on who your parents were. Your parents made you. The genetics made you. That sperm and that egg came together and your ass fucking popped out. And it is what it is. Some people think it looks good. Some people don't. Oh well. It is what it is. See what I'm saying? So how do we give credit and worship people because the general population thinks that they're attractive? How do we set these very unrealistic beauty standards? I'm just asking. Is that not a form of idiocracy? Is it not? Is that just humanity being stupider? This fucking squirrel boy. This is why I plant so much. Because he will come in here and dig my shit out completely. Destroy my fucking seedlings. I can't stand this squirrel. I'm getting really tired of him. He lucky, man. He is so lucky. But my point is, we need to stop the cap. Stop the fucking cap. People look around in their family. Ain't nobody fucking beautiful. Okay? Look around in your motherfucking family. Look at your mama. Look at everybody in your family, every generation. Who is fucking Ford model agency ready? Come on now. I would argue that probably 90% or more, 95% of people in the world are just fucking average. Average looks, average everything. So this idealism as it relates to this obsession with beauty and how good somebody looks and setting all these unrealistic standards, people are hurting themselves. And I'll be honest with y'all, I'm not single, but I have read and I've seen reports that say that the people in the world, across the nations, across all these countries, these people are becoming more and more isolated. They're not having friends. They're not having dates. They're not getting married. Y'all know why that is. This stupid ass obsession with looks, that's part of it. Very unrealistic expectations. Very unrealistic. People want to be friends with the cool people, right? The hot girls. They want hot friends, right? They want to hang out with hot people. Everybody's beautiful. This social construct is bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. So now motherfuckers is all average pretending that they have these high standards, that they only want to be around cool people or beautiful people. So all these motherfuckers are sitting around lonely. It's a bunch of average, lonely motherfuckers sitting around waiting and hoping for beauty. It's really sick. It's really fucking sad. It's really fucking sad. This right here is the mustard greens. They're coming up, but you see this bastard? Let me see if we can move to the side. That's a hole. That's a hole. That's a hole. He keeps digging my fucking garden up. He's getting on my nerves. I'm so sick of this fucking squirrel. Oh, he get on my nerves so bad. But y'all see what I'm saying? We're all just average fucking people. But people are ruining themselves. They're experiencing social isolation because of the levels of judgment. And the level of judgment don't just stop there. It doesn't stop there. The level of judgment keeps people feeling unattractive and insecure. Because you let Hollywood and models and hip hop and movie culture become the standard. But, everybody knows this. You go and you look at these actors and actresses. These motherfuckers, how much money do they spend? Do you have that kind of money as an average person? They have a fucking hairstylist. That's why their hair is always done. They got a makeup artist who paints a face that ain't real. Let them motherfuckers take the shit off and you'll see. Right? The clothes that they wear, they're borrowed. Their stylist went and got it for them. It's rented clothing. The style, everything. All of this stuff is concocted, but you got average everyday people literally thinking that this is the standard and they're judging themselves and the world by it, which is really fucking sad. It leads to isolation. People have created within themselves a high level of insecurity, which means that they don't feel like they need to socialize. They don't want to. They fear judgment because everybody's pretending. Everybody's literally pretending. Y'all see the carrots are coming up? Let me go in closer. That's the carrots. Carrots are coming up. Potatoes. Sweet potatoes and potatoes here. But everybody's fucking judging everybody by something that nobody's ever living up to, which is insane. People are not living up to these standards of beauty and perfection. And so they sit there sad asses in their homes, isolated, not socializing, not dating, because the expectations create anxiety. So you're having more and more people that are just not socializing, not dating, not getting married, and not having kids, not having families. So we have to stop the madness. And it's only going to get worse as generations, the younger generations aren't going to know any difference between what's normal and what's not. They say that in Gen Z, you got kids that are literally like killing themselves, like committing suicide because of social media. I'm like, really? That's crazy. That you would let social media and the pressure of perfection cause you to take your damn self out. The pressure is real. And young people are very, what's the word? Easy to influence. Young people are very easy to influence. Young people are very easy to influence, especially in negative ways. And so that's sad. That's sad. There's so many young people are being discouraged. And it's sad that you have adults, grown-ass people, who buy into the myth of beauty. People are buying into myths of beauty that they themselves do not measure up to. We need to all realize 90 to 95% of us are really fucking average. Nothing to turn heads. Nothing to, hem and haw about. Nothing to celebrate. We're all fucking average. So, I just think it's interesting. I'm just talking about that. And I keep my head steady. There's always room for personal improvement. There's always room to take yourself up a notch. There's always that. There's always has been, right? But the thing is, do you have realistic expectations? And how do you keep those expectations realistic? And my thought is, for me, I just turn off a lot of this shit. I stopped buying magazines a long time ago. I stopped buying magazines and I started just being around people who are more grounded and like-minded, people who really know what life is about. A lot of people who have not accomplished a lot, these are the type of things they care about, physical stuff. Stuff like beauty and what you can buy. These are people who have not accomplished much in life. So you have to be around accomplished people who know what life is made of in order for you to stay out of the fray. Stay out of the fray. Accomplished people don't celebrate and worship beauty standards and attractiveness levels. Married people definitely, on average, do not. They got their person, and whatever their person is, they're usually satisfied. If not, they get a divorce, but it's not like that. So it's kind of in a way like single people and young people's issues, but like I said, associations. It has a lot to do with associations. Associate with people who are grounded in real life, who are accomplished, who have a lot more going on, and there's not this kind of focus. It's kind of a form of maturity too, right? They're well-rounded. They have all kind of different things that make their life quality. Not just, one-dimensional. These one-dimensional individuals. That's why I said I think it boils down to a form of idiocracy. There's a movie, yeah, I'm referencing. The movie is called Idiocracy. And it shows the dumbing down of society. And it's really fucking pathetic, but it's so pathetic that it's funny. It's funny as fuck. These people need to get a life. And if you have a life, these are the things you don't fucking focus on. You know what I'm saying? Stupid shit. Stupid shit. There's too much stuff to be out here to do. Life is beautiful and amazing and fun. And people focus on all these negative things, this mentality of limitations. These are the strawberries. But why do people focus on limitations and problems and issues and struggles? Why do people want to focus on that? Damn, the strawberries are jumping on the ground, Lord. Why do people want to focus on the fuck shit? That's what I'm asking. Out of all this good shit they got going on in the world, why do you want to focus on problems and creating barriers and limitations? Why would you want to focus on that? Life is hard enough. Life is hard as fuck enough. But that's my thought. Be around people who are highly achieved, people who know what the world is made of, people who are leaders, people who have a sense of what's important. They have values. Turn off the fucking TV. Limit the social media. That way you can maintain some kind of balance. Because these people out here will have you crazy, honey. They will have you crazy. They'll have you chasing the motherfucking dream and living by a myth. That's my thought. I gotta go. I'm about to go in and cook. That's the garden today. I'm about to see my, let me see my flowers. Let me see my flowers. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, look at it. That's my sorrel tree. All right, y'all. I gotta go. I'm almost done with the garden. Y'all have a good day. Check me later.